wasn't a charismatic showman, a Silicon Valley icon, or a born success. He was a quiet coder from China with a string of failed ventures and a dream no one believed in. This is the story of Zhang Yiming. His first taste of success and loss. Zhang Yiming grew up in Longyan, a small city in Fujian, China. He wasn't surrounded by wealth or Silicon Valley connections. What set him apart was his quiet obsession with technology and efficiency. He fixed classmates' computers, not for money, but to understand problems and make things better. After graduating in software engineering, Zhang joined a travel startup called Kodak. He rose quickly. Within a year, he was leading dozens of engineers and building systems that helped the company grow. But success came with a harsh lesson. He didn't own his work. The rights belonged entirely to the company. When conflicts with management escalated, Zhang was pushed out. Overnight, his first real success was gone. The failure hit hard, but it sharpened his resolve. Talent alone wasn't enough. Ownership was essential. He promised himself that his next creation would be fully his. In 2009, he launched his first startup, 99fang.com, a real estate search engine. It was his second attempt to break through, but Baidu dominated the market, and Zhang's company couldn't compete. Another failure. But this time, he walked away with clarity. The future wasn't in search engines. It was in the way people consumed content. Zhang realized the old model of search was broken. People were spending more time on their smartphones, but the information they saw was still built for desktops. Search felt slow, and results felt rigid. What if content could find you, instead of the other way around? In 2012, Zhang launched a new app called Toutiao, meaning today's headlines. On the surface, it looked like just another news aggregator, but under the hood, it worked differently. Toutiao didn't rely on editors or social networks. Every click, every swipe, every second of attention became data. The app built a personal interest graph for each user, predicting what they wanted before they even searched. At first, growth was slow, but people who tried it couldn't put it down. The feed seemed to know them better than they knew themselves. Word spread quickly. Toutiao exploded across China, becoming one of the country's most popular apps. Zhang had found his formula, an algorithm so powerful it could shape what people saw, thought, and consumed. But Zhang wasn't satisfied. His next pivot, it would shake the world. By 2016, Zhang and his team decided to apply their algorithm to short-form video. The result was Douyin, a sleek mobile app with one defining feature: the For You page. Unlike YouTube, which relied on subscriptions, Douyin was built entirely on recommendations. The app didn't care who you followed, it only cared about what kept you watching. The format was addictive, a vertical stream of personalized videos, endlessly tailored to your tastes. It turned ordinary people into viral stars overnight. Within a year, Douyin had more than 100 million users and 1 billion daily video views. It wasn't just another app, it was a cultural shift. But Zhang's ambitions didn't end in China. He wanted a global platform. In 2017, ByteDance made its boldest move, acquiring Musical.ly, a lip-sync app that had already built a huge audience in the United States and Europe. The price was staggering, around $1 billion. But it gave Zhang exactly what he needed: a Western foothold. In 2018, ByteDance merged Musical.ly into Douyin's international twin, TikTok. Overnight, TikTok was everywhere. What had taken Facebook and Instagram years to build, TikTok achieved in months. It wasn't a social network, it was a discovery engine, serving content to anyone, anywhere, without the pressure of building a profile or chasing followers. The app spread like wildfire. Its rebellious tone, vibrant content, and unpredictable feed resonated with a generation tired of polished Instagram aesthetics. TikTok had become the anti-social social media app, and the world couldn't look away. TikTok's global takeover was unprecedented. Within a year of the Musical.ly merger, ByteDance's valuation soared to $75 billion, making it the most valuable startup in the world. TikTok wasn't just a social app, it was a cultural force, rewriting how music spread, how products sold, and how celebrities were made. But its success came with a price. Governments, especially the United States, began to see TikTok as a threat. Lawmakers warned that its Chinese ownership could put national security at risk. Suddenly, Zhang's global dream was under siege. ByteDance launched Project Texas, a plan to store U.S. user data on American soil. But it wasn't enough to calm critics. In 2024, the U.S. passed a law demanding TikTok be sold to an American company or face a ban. The company that had grown faster than any in history now faced the possibility of disappearing overnight. Zhang Yiming stepped down as CEO in 2021, long before TikTok's biggest battles. He wasn't a showman, and he never wanted the spotlight. But his creation had already changed the world. What began as a news app in Beijing grew into the most disruptive media company of the 21st century. TikTok proved that if you can capture attention and keep it, you can reshape culture, politics, and business itself. He didn't just build an app. He proved that an algorithm could build an empire. And in doing so, he left behind one of the most powerful legacies in tech history.